Today we make a start on doing some one-to-one scale modelling. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I've entered the world of railway memorabilia. Replicas, come and join me. Hello everyone and welcome back to Malcolm's Way. My name is Matt. So I've taken a little bit of a break from the model railway videos at the moment, and I've actually made a start now on doing some railway memorabilia replicas. What a mouthful. But what's it all about? Well, the prices and cost of actually getting the real deal is way past my realms of my wallet. It gets scared when we go into model shops, so God help me go into an auction house one day. But I've always wanted to have, I don't know, a smokebox number, a shed plate, a nameplate. Christ, even a headboard would be lovely. Imagine that up on the wall at the back there, so that might be something coming later on. But I stumbled across the website called Timber Tracks. Now they do replicas of the full size items. Now these do come in MDF, fully cut out, all ready to go, and as a whole the kit really is a joy to put together. So without further ado, let's step over to the workbench and take a look exactly what you do get in this kit. Workbench, come on. Well, so welcome to the workbench then, and here we have the instructions that come with the actual kit itself. And straight away they're saying instructions are hardly necessary. So here are just a few simple guidelines to aid construction. And yet there really is so little parts for these kits, but I like that. It really does make it very simple and very easy to put together. You can pause this if you want to have a good look at it, but I seem to be rambling on long enough so you can read it as I am talking. But it does give a few little hints and tips there on the painting aspects and how sometimes MDF can be a little bit challenging to get a good layer of paint down. Now there's some contact details down here for Brian at Timber Tracks, and I will leave a link in the description below to their website. So this being the shed plate, what do we actually get? All right then, so here we have Guildford Shed 70C. Had to be done, ladies and gentlemen, and I am going to be going for Red Hill and also Reading at a later date. All right then, so let's crack this open and see just what we have in this kit. Right then, so really nicely done. We have the 70C in, and there is a slight recess in there, so that should make it a little bit easier when it comes to painting. So let's get the letters out as well. And quite a nice touch, we do have an outer ring here which could be painted white and just goes around the outside, he says. There we have it then. That is the basics of what you get in the kit. You get the numerals and also the letters. And we also get a really nice shed plate for it to all go to, and a nice little outer bit, for, I guess, for the border. In terms of painting, exactly how we're going to do this, well, it's quite simple really. This is going to be black, this part is going to be white and the letters are also going to be white. So let's get some primer on this and see how we get along with putting paint onto MDF. Now I know this can be a little bit of a sod. Let's give it a go. Third and final coat of primer now onto the shed plate, and the Halford's primer seems to be going down very well onto the actual MDF of the shed plate. So I'm quite happy how it's coming along. We've still kept the engraving there of the 70C, so that'll make life a hell of a lot easier when it comes to line it up. As to how this is going to come out once it goes black, I do not know, but I think there's going to be a sufficient recess there, so we should be able to line up the numbers, which I've also primed in the back there as well. So what have we got to do next? Well, this plate has to go black and these little buggers have to go into white. I haven't done the bordering just yet. I'm going to do that at a later stage. I want to concentrate on getting this looking good with the black finish, and then we can also concentrate on getting the white onto the actual letters so we can have the base of the shed plate done, and then the border can come in at a later date. But on the whole, guys, I'm really enjoying this process. It's so simple. They were right with the instructions. You don't need a diagram and that kind of stuff because it is very self-explanatory when it comes to putting this together. It's going to take a few seconds on the actual video, but I'm going to pop back tomorrow to put some black onto the shed plate and also some white onto the letters. So I'll catch you in a bit. Alright then, guys, so we have now finished painting the shed plate and the letters and numbers, and yeah, it's gone okay. You can probably see I've done a little bit of a test fit here. One word of caution: these can be a bit of a pain. Nothing to do with the kit itself, it's just the nature of the material that is used. As you can see on the sides there, the paint hasn't really taken too well to the edges. Now this is just MDF and it really is like a sponge on the side there. So when I do one in future, I will spend a lot more time priming the outside of the actual items that are going to be done. I put a couple of coats on, not really realising how much of a sponge it would be, and it looked okay to begin with, and as I've come back, once it's dried, there is quite a bit missing on the side. But when it's up on the wall, you're not going to see that. So let's start cracking on and let's start putting the details to this shed plate. gentlemen, this is the shed plate now complete, and on the whole I'm pretty chuffed with it, to be honest. It's come out reasonably well. Now I know for next time I am going to have to make some modifications to my painting process. As a first attempt, I think we've come out okay on this. But let's go back now and review over what we've done, what we can do better next time, and exactly what I think of this kit. Right then, so the Timber Tracks replica stuff. Do I rate it? Yes, I do. It is fantastic for the price. I am going to have to work on my painting preparation skills, but that's something I've learned from this. MDF really does act like a sponge and take all that paint in, especially on the corners. It just soaks it straight in. You put another coat, off it goes again, back into the wood. So I'm going to have to look a little bit more into the preparation part of the painting. But that's something I can improve on and learn from this. It hasn't cost an absolute fortune. And the end result, I really am quite chuffed with that. It's definitely a shed plate, it's 70C and it is Guildford. In terms of the cost, it's not a lot of money, is it guys? And I've now got an item that I can stick on the wall and be proud of. Now I do have some smoke box numbers as well for 2 engines so far. And I do want to have a collection there of different numbers, so I can bang them up on the wall of engines that would have run on the line I am modelling. And that will also come in as and when I weather and detail up the models. I can show, here's the smoke box number, here's the shed plate where it was based, and here is the engine which I've done and renumbered. Lovely stuff. Now I will be leaving a link in the description below to Timber Tracks. This hasn't been a paid advertisation or anything like that. I bought this with my own money and I'm really quite happy I did. The quality of it is superb. As I've mentioned, my painting does need to improve. But there we go, a little bit of a sidetrack from the normal model railway videos I've been doing, and we've now got a little bit of personalised railway memorabilia that can go up on the wall. If you have enjoyed this video guys, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, it really does help me out massively. And if you do leave a comment, I will do my very best to get back to you, and I do read them all. Nothing more for me to say. I've been Matt, this has been Malcolm's Way, and I'll catch you all again very, very soon. Bye bye for now.